Hello, and welcome to Founder Friday, where I sit down with founders who have taken part in the RevTech Labs Accelerator program. My name is Ashley Everett. I am the events producer and marketing manager for RevTech Labs. And today I'm sitting down with Bryan Young, the founder of Home Lending Pal. And Home Lending Pal actually didn't take part in our FinTech and InsurTech Accelerator, but our HyperProtect program where RevTech Labs partnered with IBM. But thank you for joining me today, Bryan.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So I'm just going to start right from the top. Can you tell me a little bit about Home Lending Pal and the solution that you provide?
Yes. So Home Lending Pal is an online mortgage marketplace that utilizes artificial intelligence to simulate home loan underwriting with different lenders to give first-time home buyers a better understanding of approval odds, affordability risk, and budget strain for homes they're actually interested in buying.
Wow, great. So I know that you took part in the HyperProtect program. Can you tell me a little bit about the support you received and some of the growth you saw during your time in that program?
Yeah, it's been great. So we started as more of a data security, data protection play for our consumers because we are collecting so much of your personal financial information.
Right.
But since we've expanded our relationship with them to now powering our chatbots through IBM Watson, and we're also utilizing blockchain on the back end of the process to provide greater transparency and control to users over their personal data. So our relationship with IBM is definitely growing here lately.
Wow, that's great. Speaking of growth, I know that Home Lending Pal is seeing a lot of significant milestones and growth opportunities that are kind of happening right now. Can you tell me about the growth that you're seeing with your customer base?
Yes. We did a private beta that we started really in June, and then now we're in our public beta. But we are converting our first kind of paying customers. So we have about 10 banks from Florida, Texas, and Tennessee that we're converting into paying customers. And then we just recently closed a partnership with a big group that would bring about 320 lenders into our network for us to provide leads to. So we're really excited there. And then customer, as far as potential borrowers, that growth continues to grow month over month. We're pretty much doubling our size every month. We're not really spending much on advertising. I think we spend like $400 total.
Wow.
So definitely a lot of positive momentum going for us right now.
Wow, that's really great. On the other side, kind of on the back end business, I know that you are also working on some other partnerships and investment opportunities. Are you able to kind of talk to me a little bit about what's happening on that end?
Yeah. Well, it's high level, I guess. We've had, our relationship with Equifax for a while now. Experian has just made a offer to basically give us equity or take equity in the company for more data. So, we're still kind of trying to figure out what that looks like for us. We were just recently accepted into Flagstar's Mortgage Accelerator program. So that will really help us when it comes to compliance within the blockchain system that we're building. And then Visa is also looking to put us into their fast track program, which will basically help us better understand how gig workers are qualified for home ownership. So a lot of big, exciting things going on from the partnership perspective for us.
Wow, that's incredible. And I know that's not all. You're seeing this growth on the customer end. You're bringing in all these really valuable partners, but you also have some pretty big publicity coming out soon. Can you share kind of what that's going to be like?
Yeah. So we were featured on 2 cover stories for October for the Florida area. We were one for Florida, and then a national cover story as well. Then we have a couple more interviews that are coming out here in the next couple of weeks, talking about kind of the social impact of what we're doing, how we're helping people better understand home ownership without having to commit to anything. And if you look at, from a technical perspective, what Carvana did to the automotive industry, we're kind of doing the same thing in the mortgage space. So we're really excited to talk about that and really kind of invite people and let people know, this is a tool that you can use to see if home ownership makes sense for you.
Wow. So it definitely sounds like despite everything happening in 2020, Home Lending Pal is not slowing down. Are there any other big things that you really want to kind of work on and kind of launch while you have all this kind of momentum going?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, we saw a lot of success in our private beta with our chatbots. We were converting about 10% of our overall traffic into converting users. And in our private beta, we had about 15% of our total users that were able to successfully get homes. I think even with you guys, we did a portion of it in which we found that 83% of the users that utilized the system really loved what we were doing. So we've basically taken that, as I mentioned, we're going to build the chatbot with Watson, with IBM and a partnership there. We're redoing our backend to have more of a blockchain protocol focus, which we've already patented. And so over the next couple of weeks, we're going to continue to build that out. And then the good news is that, IBM is going to help us basically go out and sell the product. So, that's really exciting. And we hope that, user growth continues to scale and grow. And hopefully we can work things out with Experian, which would really, bring trust. I think that's really one of the biggest thing when we talk about financial data is, the trust of the consumer. And we're really excited about the partnerships that we have that will allow that to happen.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you definitely have a lot of great things happening right now, and you're definitely keeping busy. So I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me today, Bryan.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We're excited to continue watching Home Lending Pal grow. And if you are too, please make sure you stay connected with Bryan by checking out all of Home Lending Pal's information, which I will include in the description below. But until next week, please stay safe and stay healthy.